What's up guys? You Can Rider here, and today's another episode of my moto vlogs. Okay, so earlier this morning, on my way to work, I had this very wonderful experience going at the office. Well, I said wonderful in a sarcastic way because what I experienced made me very nervous and very scared at the same time. Without further ado, here's what happened. I will have just flash it here on this. Roll VTR.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Grabe ako kuya, makakapatay, makakano ka dyan eh. Disgrasya ka eh. Ang potex. Okay, so that's what happened. See, I almost hit a pedestrian on the street. And not because of my fault. Yes, not because of my fault. It's because of his fault, to be in particular. See, I was not distracted at that time. I was not vlogging. I am not doing anything. I am just focused on the road, going to the office. And then, bam! Suddenly, this thing happened, which made me very nervous at the time. And not just nervous, I was also scared. Of course, who would not be scared of something like that? I almost had a collision, not with a vehicle but with a person. Okay, at my speed, I don't know to what extent the damage would be on my part and also on the pedestrian's part, but nonetheless, that is too scary, my man. Okay, so let's have that on replay again. Roll VTR. Again, on a slow motion. See how near I am to that person. Good thing that he has also this quick instinct that he jumped backwards so as to not hit me. But here's the thing. Okay, did you see his reaction? His reaction made me more angry. I know that on my video it doesn't justify my anger. Oops. Good thing he didn't slip. I know that on my video it doesn't justify my anger because at that time I was shocked. I did not even talk and I've said the wrong thing by saying makakapatay ka. Is that right? I don't know if that's what I've said because I'm saying this in my memory only, but I know that I've said the wrong thing. So his reaction made me more angry because after that I was so scared, I was so nervous, but he just laughed. He just laughed at me and said that okay lang, or in English, it's okay. It's as if that nothing serious happened and that what happened is acceptable. I'm not saying I'm exaggerating, but I would say that I almost killed a man. If I am just going a bit faster and I hit him, I can say that I almost had killed him. That's a straight hit. That's a bullseye. Okay, so what am I ranting about? Why am I ranting and what am I proving at this time? Okay, what the I'm just saying about getting into an accident and this Innova suddenly made a right. Okay, so what's my point here? I will be pointing one thing only, and that is the responsibility of those people who gets into an accident. Because apparently right now in the Philippines we have this law wherein if you're the one who is involved into an accident and the other person is let's say injured or worst killed, even if it's not your fault, you will be liable. Okay, so if I hit that person, even if it's not my fault, well, I am saying it's not my fault because I know that I did nothing wrong about there. I am traveling at slow speed, attentive on the road, but he made a sudden quick crossing on that road that made me almost hit him. That's why I'm saying I'm not at fault there. He is at fault. So going back, we have a law that states that if you're the one involved into an accident, even if you're not at fault and the other party incurred injuries or worse killed, you will be facing jail time. At the same time, you will be obliged to provide for the other party for his medication, hospitalization, and loss of income due to the injury. So what am I pointing out? I want to point out that the said law protecting those scumbag pedestrians should be amended and should be changed. To what? Should be changed to what? Okay, I propose that it should be changed to be fair to both parties. So even if you bump a person but you can prove that you are not at fault here, hard evidence would be CCTV or dash cams, you are immediately off the case. Yes, that should be followed to all accidents here. Because here, when you get into an accident and then you bump a person, even if you're not at fault right now, you will be going to jail. Yes, you will be going to jail. Later on, they will be freed because they will lack evidence, or they are really not at fault. Yeah, but before that happens, they are already jailed. They have already paid for the hospitalization, the medicine, the lost work hours of the other party. So for me, the law should be amended to protect both parties. Yes, it should protect both parties. If one party can claim or has solid evidence that they are not at fault, they should be released immediately. Even if you bump the person but you can prove immediately that it's not your fault, then you should be freed, and you should not be liable for any damages done to the other person. You should not be paying their hospitalization, you should not be paying for their medicines and for their lost work hours. Why? Because you're not at fault. Okay? Yeah, that's my point, huh? That's my point. And I don't know if you will all agree with that, but that's me. Everything that we do has their consequences, and their consequences we should be aware of, and we should be responsible for them, right? For example, I made this pass at the right, which I know is illegal or it's not allowed by the law. I should know its consequences, right? If I suddenly hit the car, then I'm at fault, right? So if pedestrians suddenly made up their mind that, okay, I will be doing this thing, I will be crossing this road, even if it's illegal, they should be liable. And that person, which I encountered earlier this morning, he knows that it's a road, so he should not be running just like that, and he should be looking first left and right before crossing the street, right? So if he suddenly made that gesture, he should be liable also. If I hit him, I should not be held liable, right? Who wants to hit someone? So yeah, for me, he should be liable on that part, and I should not be liable. Yeah, and not just me, I'm talking in general here, right guys? But not to be biased, if the one who hit the person is truly liable, or if he really hit that person due to his negligence, then at all cost he should be. Also, lastly, just an inclusion on this, on my point. This thing right now, this law right now is being used by some crooks to get money from drivers, to get money from people. How? They use this as a modus operandi to get money from unsuspecting drivers or people. How? Well, apparently, I've seen one news wherein a mother who has a kid crossed a busy highway in Manila, wherein apparently, again, there is no jaywalking there, or jaywalking is prohibited. Okay, so they crossed the road, mother and child. Mother and child. The child is at least 2 or 3 years old. He's just a little one. So the mother should be carrying or holding her hand or his hand. But what the mother did was to just let the kid run on his own in the middle of the busy highway, so that when someone hit that kid or even kill that kid, they will just ask for blood money and will not sue them for killing their child. If you look at the bigger picture, you know that the driver is not at fault because it's illegal to cross there, and also it's a mother's negligence that led to that incident, right? But thanks to that law that protects them and not the driver. So yeah, that's it, guys. How about you? Do you think that this law should be amended so as to protect also us drivers, that if it's not our fault, we will not compensate them at all? Because if this happens, those crooks that try to do this modus operandi will not be able to do it anymore, or I think that they will not do it anymore because why would they do it if they will not get money? So I think it will also prevent accidents that are deliberately done just to get money. So yeah, for me, that's my point of view. How about you guys? What's your point of view on these things? Comment below if you agree or disagree with me, and why. So yeah, that's it, guys. If you are not yet subscribed, please hit that subscribe button and hit that notification button so that you will be notified every time I upload a video. Okay, so yeah, ciao, peace.